Hi guys, good afternoon from the UK. Hope we're good. Had a good week. Euro just coming up to some resistance from yesterday, the area where we actually sold off last night, or end of European sort of session, shall we say. So quite a bit of resistance here with a potential trend line. Then you've got the high of yesterday, the high of the week, which is also the high of the 10th of March as well. Do we start to drift down? Potentially. I think the next long above where we're trading obviously has to come in above the trend line and what is now the previous high of the day. If we do drift lower, I mean the short potentially below 114.34 as well from a technical point of view, but ultimately there is news coming out that could well be the main driver of this market, so I'm tempted just to almost leave it alone. The bears had a chance this morning and last night to get us lower. They couldn't, and we're nicely above that point now. So ECB, we did push higher to then come lower, found support on a previous resistance level, so that's now turned into a floor from a ceiling, and we have been pushing higher. So the dollar weakness there helping things as well, along with a bit of euro strength. Not really too much going on in the pound. It had been pushing higher in early European trade, but now kind of back to a key area of support, so keeping a watch on that 1, 2, 3 times. A quicker move down to yesterday's low could well be on the cards if that breaks, and then putting this on a 60-minute, just the importance of those lows from the week, which would obviously come into play should we get a break of those two levels, and that is proven to be such a good level of support that we need to be aware of it. From the highs, obviously it seems like we're a fair way away from causing any real damage to that 200-day moving average, which of course is around the 127 mark. If we are to push to a new high for the day, I think we'd be limited today at 126. But yeah, the way it's looking, coming down for another test, do we actually start to push on to test these lows and a break of this trend line, and that could really lead to a move lower. Obviously you've got your targets, yesterday's low, and then even maybe this all important 125 handle and just a bit below there as well. Interesting week, isn't it, where you've got the Dow is higher week on week, the S&P as well, but the Nasdaq is not, so a bit of a divergence there. Yesterday did finish lower, but it hasn't done too much, has it? Relatively quiet, which in general equity is actually quite like usually. Let's have a quick look at a couple of points to get involved in. Ultimately where we gapped higher, or we closed on the Tuesday evening, is got to be something to think about. Below there, then I think we could finish the week on these highs around 31.64. I wouldn't be interested in trading unless it came to that level, or also up towards those highs that we had in early trade yesterday around the 32.15 level. So it leaves a lot to be desired in that area, or not to be desired, I should say. Above that high, then we're looking at the highs of the week, which we know is such an important level from a bullish point of view. Let's just get the S&P on there. Can the bulls get it above 32.31? You can see the importance of that. That would be a big win for them for that to come through. Let's wait and see how that holds off. Gold, my levels are still kind of in play, and certainly now the midpoint is being tested now. It's getting over tested potentially, but it's still been a pretty good guide. We finally broke through there yesterday, only to then find support on the bottom zone, and we're now on that middle zone as well. So buying above, if it holds, then I think we can drift down, and then obviously you just got to be aware of the bigger moves, bigger targets down to the low of the 7th could come in, or the high of the year as well. So key decision point now for gold. Above there, obviously you've got the high from yesterday, bang on, or yesterday afternoon, bang on the R1 as well. Anyway guys, hope you all have great weekends, and I'll catch you all later on.